Hello there everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Bros. 2 Christmas Edition. In the last part we barely have cleared World 5, we don't have any extra lives left, and so now we are at World 6. Let's take a look at this. Ah yes, right, I remember now. World 6 is another desert world, which honestly is a bit lame that they recycled the theme of a world. I mean, couldn't they come up with another location? But yeah, it is just yet another desert world, just like in World 2. Oh, and there's a potion here. I would have expected a bomb to go down there and, you know, to be able to destroy these blocks here and go down there, as I expect always, and then I'm almost always disappointed. I think only in World 5.1 or something have we actually gotten a bomb down there. Gotta be careful, lots of enemies here. Including Pokey here, who is slowly trying to approach us. Is there a mushroom here? There's nothing here. No idea where you were supposed to use that potion, but definitely not over here. Let's just jump over this quicksand here. There's really a lot of quicksand in this stage, more than in World 2, I believe. And I really hate those snake guys who are firing bullets as they jump up. There will probably be a turtle shell here. Yep. Speaking of turtle shell, in part 3, at the part where I said that I hit myself with my own turtle shell in mid-air, that's actually not true. I think I've watched my own video after I edited it, and I believe that I just touched this guy here in the vase, but I threw the shell in such an epic way that I was slightly ahead of my own shell after throwing it, I believe, and just after I got hit by the enemy, the shell has passed through me. But it did look at first like I hit myself with my own shell. So there's Pokey. He checks apparently where your X position is, and if it's greater than his position, then he turns around and starts following you, and vice versa. I guess X position increases if you go to the right. And yeah, once you are greater than his X position or smaller than his X position, that's when he starts turning around. You can throw the vegetables at his body. We were able to destroy 2 parts of his body. 2 segments, rather. He pretty much has 3 segments and his head. There's nothing here either. Yeah, as I've said, starting with World 5, it's really difficult to figure out where the mushrooms are hidden in a negative world. This part really sucks. Ah, the mushroom probably would have been here. Yep, that sucks. Well, now we just have 1 hit left. If we do get hit, then it's game over. There's a ton of vases, and I think you can enter almost any one of them. Okay, yeah, you can go here. Let's actually try and explore, because I'm pretty sure there must be an extra life in one of those, right? I mean, they can't just all have turtle shells. That would suck massively. However, it actually honestly might be the case. Each and every single one of those might just have a turtle shell. That was unfair. That was the single most unfair death ever. I could do nothing about this. You can't move right after plucking an item. You have to fully pick the item up first before you can move again, and while that happened, the enemy was jumping out of that vase and killed me. That's an unfair death, and that led to my game over. I was hoping that I could avoid this, but nope. Let's use one of those continues. Apparently we have 2 left, and I believe that's also what I said in the beginning of this Let's Play, that you have 2 continues. Now we're back to 2 extra lives, and we start at the absolute beginning of the stage. I think you start at the beginning of the whole world that you're currently in, but we can't verify this because we are only on the first level of the world anyway. So it could be that after using a continue you are back to the beginning of the world, but in this case, the beginning of the world and the beginning of the stage coincide. They're the same thing. That was weird. I threw the Shy Guy at that enemy, and then the Shy Guy died first, and only like 2 seconds later did the snake enemy die as well. That was weird. So man, that's a shitty way to get a game over. Was really hoping we could do this run without continues. Okay, let's actually think? I mean, the one mushroom is probably to the very right of the screen. So can we assume that the first mushroom is at the left of the screen? There's nothing here. Can you sink in the quicksand? Yeah, you can sink in the quicksand in the negative world. Okay, so this was pointless. Let us keep on going to the right. At least now I can be a little bit more careless because I have some extra lives. Can we pick up Pokey actually? Oh yeah, we can. We picked up his head and then he just kinda grew a new head. There's 2 heads on the screen now. Let's throw it at the bottom part. We only took out 1 segment and now it's just a walking head left as we throw his previous head onto his current head. And kill both heads. And that's how we completely destroyed Pokey. I really hope that these guys are called Pokey. But in Super Mario World there are moving cactus enemies with multiple segments and they're called Pokey. So this enemy here with the multiple segments is also Pokey, right? Ah, we destroyed 3 segments in 1 shot here. That's nice. Maybe only the vegetables can destroy more than a single body part at once. Maybe if you throw his other body parts at him, then you can always only destroy 1 body part at once. Also, we just barely avoided that fire-spewing Venus flytrap. And there is indeed the mushroom, right in the middle of this little building here. You know, it's the roof here is 5 blocks wide and the mushroom was in the middle. You know, at the 3rd block from the left and from the right side. So now we have 3 hit points. That will make everything much easier. Barely avoided that shot. Let's enter this pipe. Apparently we can't. Can't go in here either. But we can go in here. Will it just be yet another... Yep. It will just be yet another turtle shell. And we didn't even hit the guy. I really like the sound effect, by the way, that makes when you throw the enemies away. You can hear it even better in the Super Nintendo version. And now we are digging our way down here again. Oh, 1-up! I knew that one of those pipes would have a 1-up, but I actually thought that this was leading to someplace else. However, I will gladly take the 1-up. Man, we should have gotten that 1-up before we got the game over. Shame that we didn't try this pipe first, and instead we took the trap pipe here. Well, we didn't really took the pipe, by which I mean vase, by the way, when I mean pipe. We didn't even enter that vase. I mean, we just picked up the Santa head here, the Santa head block, and then we got hit. Let's pick up this guy and throw him away. And to the right here, there's a keyhole that leads inside of a very small 4x3 building. But of course, once we go inside there, that building is much bigger than just 4x3 blocks, as is typical in video game logic. And speaking of Santa heads, these blocks here changed again. They changed from presents to Christmas trees to now Santa heads. In the original game, these blocks were always just the same mushroom-shaped blocks that were white at the bottom and pink at the top. But here in this hack, those are 3 different designs for this block, so that's kinda nice. So yes, in this vase, was it this vase? Yeah. I thought that digging down there would lead to the key, but no, it just led to an extra life. I didn't want to say that part with the key before I actually showed the locked door, because I didn't want to give spoilers, you know. Don't want to talk about things before they're actually seen. Can't enter here. We can enter here. That's another place to dig down. So let's do this. Does this lead to the key? There's only one way to find out, and that's to actually go there. Nope, this led to this kind of room again, except this time there was no extra life there. Would there have been an extra life if we hadn't gotten the extra life in the other room? That's an interesting question, but I don't think so. There's a heart flying up to the left side of the screen, but we don't need it. Yeah, those are a ton of vases to check out. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, I'm trying to check them all to see if there is something. I'm not picking up those Santa heads because I'm afraid that this is a trap again. That enemies will jump up as I pick up the Santa heads and then I will get damaged. And there's nothing I can do about it. Ouch. We can't get that heart because it's too far to the left. That's a shame. Can't go in here. Let's can go in here. These parts take a pretty long time to load. First I was thinking that the game might be glitched, but yeah, the segments with the sand that you can dig through, those rooms take a bit longer to load. And there's Phanto, and that of course immediately meant that there had to be the key here as well. As soon as we saw Phanto, we knew that the key was going to be here. So I didn't even mention it. But yeah, let's grab the key, get out of here quickly before Phanto catches up, and then immediately throw the key away to make Phanto disappear. And then we go to the right. Wow, that was close. And we pick up the key again, and we go inside of here. And that's the boss already. And this is a very short stage. There are 3 blocks here. The nose of this guy is green, and as he opens his eyes, as he fires, the eyes are green. So yes, this is a green Birdo, basically, in snowman form. And this guy spits fireballs only, so we have to absolutely defeat him with the blocks instead. Hit him twice already, so we should definitely be able to win this stage. 1, 2, 3 shots, then he takes a break, and then he's dead. And that's the end of stage 6-1. Could have cleared this a lot faster if I didn't die because of the mean trap, and if I didn't explore all the vases. But at least we did get an extra life, so it was worth it. That's a star, a turnip, and a star. That won't give me an extra life. Turnip, sniffet, star won't either. Nope. Absolutely no luck here. Okay, let's just immediately go ahead and do stage 6-2. And I think I remember this stage. I think in this stage you have to ride an albatross all the way up across a big gap. And there's this pointless room design here again, with the hawk face man to the left. You just go right a little bit and then there's a door. These rooms really shouldn't exist. I mean, they're just a waste of time. There's an albatross here. And yep, we do need to ride it. Except I messed up because I landed on the wrong albatross. Okay, they do respawn. That is good. Let us ride this albatross. I'm holding the dash button now, which is good, because I think if I press the dash button again, then I would pick that albatross up and then of course die. I barely jumped over the fireballs of that fire-spewing Venus flytrap. I do remember that Venus flytrap, and I do remember that it gave me trouble. I barely didn't charge up the super jump there. If I would have ducked a millisecond earlier, then I would have charged up the super jump, and then I would have been able to jump up here. Okay, so this time I can throw the vegetable at this guy, and this time I will charge up the super jump early. So that now we can jump up here. There's a potion, I think we have to carry it over to the right. And yes, alternatively I could have started to run and gain momentum, and then I would have been able to jump high enough to jump on top of that platform and avoided my death. But yeah, I didn't want to press the dash button again, because I think that I would have fallen down. Because I think I would have picked up the albatross if that had happened. So is the mushroom located here? It's not? Are you kidding? I was pretty sure that you could carry it over here and then there would be a mushroom here. That is weird. That is extremely weird. Wait, is that the boss already? Oh shit, I was way too fast here and then I just crashed into the fireball. We're back to only 1 life again, but man, stage 6-2 is also extremely short. You know, I think what I said is true. It's not just my impression, but World 2 and 3 are much longer than Worlds 4, 5 and 6. I mean, we could have beaten those first 2 levels in World 6 in 5 minutes if it had gone optimally. If you press the B button when you're on top of Birdo here, you can't pick him up. I think in the Super Nintendo version, you can pick up Birdo's bow. Birdo has a little bow in her hair in the Super Nintendo version, and you can pick that up, I think, and throw it away, and then it will disappear, but nothing else happens. In the NES version, Birdo doesn't actually wear a bow in her hair yet, right? She's bald there, right? Or am I remembering this wrong? Well, I don't know, but either way, we've cleared stage 6-2, we've gotten a single coin. Maybe there was no mushroom there, because, I mean, let's be honest, that mushroom wouldn't have been useful anyway, because we would have immediately fought the boss. You don't need a 3rd hit point for the boss. So yeah, only 1 extra life left, so let's hope that we clear World 6-3. Again, pointless little room where you just climb up the ladder. And again, we might as well have just started the stage here. So I've seen this in a speedrun. There's a secret here. Let's keep on pressing the jump button to avoid drowning in the quicksand. But yeah, you can go through here to left, and then you'll find the door, and that's a massive shortcut through the entire stage. Let's try to see where this door leads to. It leads all the way up to the clouds here. Yeah, then we could drop down there and enter this pyramid, and then I think we would be at the boss already. So this is a massive, major shortcut. An absolutely incredible shortcut, but we won't take it. I'll demonstrate the entire stage instead. And this is a fairly long stage, I believe. And I do believe that, like in most stages in World 2, we will have to dig down our way through a pile of sand again, and we will enter a pyramid. Oh, there's a potion here. Where do we have to use it? Is that a mushroom right by the cactus? No, of course not. As always, the mushroom would have been somewhere completely else. Ah, that sucks. Really could have used the third hit point, because I don't think that this is a very easy stage. Random Bob-omb. That's a huge door that we enter. We didn't... Wow, that's actually... This door is higher than usual. I think they're usually only 3 blocks high. This one is 4 blocks high, and it's 2 blocks wide. So this is the biggest door that we've entered yet. So we're not actually entering a pyramid, but a huge cave. I don't actually remember this at all. Yeah, there are indeed those patches of sand that you can dig through, and there's a lot of Bob-ombs. Yeah, I don't actually remember much of this at all. Let's destroy that wall, and then let's jump onto that ninja. Do we want to go down there? Let us first clear our way through here. There's probably some extras down there, like a mushroom hidden there somewhere and a potion to lead to the alternate dimension to grab it. But yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Let's just take the much easier upper path and completely ignore all this mess down here. Yeah, there's some carrots here. These definitely would have been some coins for you to pick up. Maybe only vegetables can be picked up as coins in the alternate dimension. Maybe those vegetables that give you bombs when you pluck them out, maybe those are the ones that don't actually give you coins in the alternate dimension. Because in the previous video, in stage 5-3 I believe, I plucked out a lot of vegetables in the alternate dimension, and I was like, hey, why are there no coins? Why are they just plain vegetables? This wine here is orange colored. So again, the question is, did the hacker forget to color this white in Christmas fashion, or did he leave it orange on purpose? We may never know. Climb this up. Yeah, now this wine is white again, like we would have expected it to be, and I don't remember this place at all. So I think that in my 2016 YouTube playthrough of this, I actually probably took the shortcut. Because yeah, I seriously do not remember this. To just climb up all the way here with lots of those enemies that are riding along the vines. Not riding, but rather climbing. Climbing along the vines and palm trees and stuff. And I assume that once we have completely climbed up this place, we end up at the place where the shortcut would have taken us. That Sniffit is a bit scary. Let me just make a super jump here, because that's quicker than to just manually climb up the vine. And I was afraid that if we just would have climbed up those vines, then we would have moved very slowly, and then if the Sniffit would have fired at the wrong time, then he would have hit us with his bullet. But by jumping, I was just able to time it. I was looking, hey Sniffit, please fire your bullet, and immediately after he fired the bullet, I super jumped up here. This part is kinda long and annoying. And those enemies randomly change their velocity as they climb along the vines here. I think if they see you, like if your X position is the same as their position, by X position I of course always mean horizontal position. I think the ROM hackers and Tazers, they all say it's the X position for this. Tazers, you know, tool-assisted speedrunners. Now we're here, and I do think that this is the place that... Yep, this pyramid here, and then there's the clouds here. This is where the shortcut would have taken us. Would have saved 2 or 3 minutes, and that is in fact the boss already. Well, you know, the room before the boss, as always. You know, in the third stage of a world, you always enter the main boss room via Hawkface. In the beginning of the game, one didn't have to fight a Birdo for this. The crystal ball was just laying there for free. I hit him twice with this one block, but I died. Yeah, yeah, the crystal ball was always available for free. Oh fuck, I forgot that. This is so cheap that this shit hits you. That this shit is hitting you on the way down. Oh no! Now we will find out if we get sent back to the beginning of the world. Do we start at 6-1 or 6-3? 6-1, you've got to be fucking kidding. This would have been an optimal 20-minute video. How do I suck so bad? If I just use a few extra lives again, then I'm actually... and I will suffer a complete game over. I'm actually in danger of not even being able to manage to beat the game. This is lame. That was an exceptionally bad hit to take. Yeah, let me ride along Pokey, prepare a super jump, and then I want... Would you ride into the other direction? Thank you. I pressed right on the D-pad and then he was going the other way. Now I can jump up here and way above that Venus Flytrap, except I forgot that if you do a super jump you will always automatically throw your item, and that's why we wasted the potion and why we couldn't get that mushroom over to the left here. Okay, so the extra life would have been... Where would the extra life have been? Would have been here? Yeah, I think this leads to the extra life. Let's just go down here. Man! Game over right before the boss. And to be fair, that's what could have happened at World 5-3 too. There's the extra life. That could have happened at World 5-3, but I barely beat Claw Grip with 1 point of health left and no extra lives. This is bullshit. Stupid Birdo, piece of shit. Really sucks that you have to fight these guys. Oh, I completely forgot where the key is too. Oh, for fuck's sake. Was he wasn't it? My god, I thought it was to the right of that block here. Apparently not. Maybe it's here? This is so bullshit. This really is shit design. I mean, is this fun? To just have to try out all the fucking vases? This is not the correct one, right? No, there's no Phanto here. What a load of crap. No, it's not here either. Immediately jump. I always remember now to immediately jump as soon as I get out of those vases. Because of this enemy who's firing the bullets. This is it. This is the correct room. Pretty sure of it. Yep. Man, did we waste a lot of time with this death. We would have already been done with this part. I really apologize for taking so long. However, actually, I think we can still do this under 30 minutes. I mean, stage 6-2 is incredibly short, and we can take the shortcut in stage 6-3. And we will take that fucking short... Whoa, cut. Barely dodge. Oh, what the fuck? Again a trap! This is bullshit! I shouldn't have lost a life here. Come on! Now I lost the key. I have to pick up that key again. And so I lost a huge amount of time. Again. More than 1 minute with this death. This is... fucking unacceptable. This is bullshit. And now I got hit here too. For fuck's sake. This sucks. I'm pissed now. And that's why I keep dying. I mean, look, this wasn't my fucking fault. Why is there an enemy jumping up right when you pick up that fucking shit? That's so fucking cheap. Could have been done with this stage already too. Yeah, so this Let's Play in terms of playing quality again has been absolutely horrible. Really apologize for this, but I mean the objective here really was just to demonstrate the Christmas hack. This very nice graphics hack. But yeah, man, it does still kind of suck that I have to perform that shitty. Yeah, I'm taking my time here now and defeating this asshole carefully. Yeah, just keep on firing against the wall here after you landed on those enter heads. And so we've cleared stage 6-1. Yeah, shut up, no bonus. Come on. I immediately want to beat stage 6-2 on my first try. Let's go, let us just grab this vegetable and then immediately ride the albatross. And if memory serves, they are actually called albatross in the game too. Except they aren't called albatross, right? They're called albatross without the R. Am I right? Is that supposed to be a joke because they're throwing bob-ombs at you? You know, tossing the bob-ombs at you? Who knows? At least we didn't die, at least we didn't fall down by accident. Nothing happening, boring part here. And then we got up. Is there actually a mushroom here now? There isn't, there just isn't. I thought maybe if I go further to the left or to the right then there would have been one on top here, but no, no mushroom. Okay, so boss fight already. There we go, one hit already. We were ducking here, except that didn't allow us to dodge. If we duck here... Oh shit. Okay, now we successfully grabbed that. Let's keep on ducking. And you are dead. Stupid fucking snowman Birdo. Super jump up here. Clear the stage. Come on. Shut up, we got 1 coin. I immediately wasted it. Luigi, there we go. And now let's just take the shortcut. Okay, we actually will end up doing this without having lost that much time, but it still sucks. This would have been a perfect 20-minute video. But then we got that shitty game over. Keep on jumping, let's not die. And then we take the shortcut that leads us not directly to the boss, basically, but yeah, technically I really would say it leads directly to the boss. But if you want to be very technical, it leads to Birdo, so you could say it like leads to the pre-boss. Little Birdo fight before the main boss. And I mean, that's always weird. I mean, when you hear that boss music, oh, for fuck's sake, then you expect this to be the main boss, but it's just Birdo. And that, what I'm trying to say with this is that I guess it really sucks a little bit that Birdo and the main boss have the same music. They could have really maybe come up with a different music for one of those main bosses at the end of a 3rd stage of a world. And I die here again. I have one hell of a lot of trouble with this Birdo fight. Because the area up there is just so fucking tight. You have no fucking room to fight there between those 2 walls. Why did you not throw this further, Luigi? Yeah, move away, Birdo, please. There we go, hit him once, fireball. There we go. Hit him twice. And 3 times. Man, was that so fucking hard or what? And look at those lazy fuckers. Another boss Whoa, that guy killed me. I'm going to game over, right? This is much easier in the Super Nintendo version where you can actually duck and then do a super jump while still holding the item. That's what the speedrunner does as Toad. Game over. This is beyond fucking horrible. This is worse than anything I ever expected. I thought I would do this without continues, but no, I just game over. Why the fuck did I game over? This is not a hard fucking game. I mean, I did have trouble with it on the Super Nintendo as a little kid, but how the fuck do I have trouble with this now? Fuck! I have to do this shit all over again. See you guys at the next part.